Hey everyone, and welcome back to U-Boat. Since the last video seemed to be fairly popular, I thought I'd do another. I had a lot of fun recording the last one, so I'm more than happy to do more of this. And so this is right where we left off. I'll just advance time so we're fully loaded. Let's go grab another mission. So this time we actually did have a last patrol, so that makes more sense. Let's see what we've got. We've got a choice of two missions here, both for the Black Pit campaign. One is closer to shore, just off the Irish coast. The other is out in the middle of the Atlantic. For now I'm going to go for the one out in the middle of the Atlantic. It's a little further away from the British bases, there should be less patrols in the area. And there's also a higher chance of enemy vessels in the area, so hopefully we'll find something good rather than just having a pointless wander around patrol. And we've got a little bonus objectives here. One is to sink 4,000 tons, just the same as before. But the other is that we've got a war correspondent coming on board, and we have to make a good impression and ensure he doesn't die horribly. So that sounds all good. Okay, so we just need to keep this Kurt Wagner guy alive. He seems quite happy with us. Fully stocked up, so let's leave port. Go ahead 1/2. Actually, yeah, it is 1/2. And set sail 9 PM. Short of 9 PM on the 1st of February. And we're just going to set sail for our nearest corner. So war correspondent wants to know where we keep our food. It's all over, to be honest with you. I've got the options of near the toilet or in the officer room. I'll tell them it's in the officer's room. I mean, it's mostly in the actual galley, but it is absolutely everywhere. The toilet's over here. Yeah, I guess it's the officer's room as well. And someone in the comments did let me know that if I assign crew to the navigator, that also helps with reducing the fuel consumption. This kind of stacks on top of the one for the engineer once the engineer gets up from bed. 6:30 in the morning, he should be up by now. Just toddled him. Don't know why he was stuck on bed rest, but he's up now. So hopefully that will improve our speed and our fuel consumption. Yep. And we've got a contrail, so let's just drop down to periscope depth for a few minutes, let it pass. Yeah, everything's going by. Let's transmit the reports. And we'll continue on our way. Looks like the war correspondent's got another question. So he wants to know how U-boats work. Oh, we flood the tanks and we go down. And that's the crew getting a little bit stressed, so let's tune into the radio. And our war correspondent's getting more questions. Yeah, so what's the compressed air used for? Well, we mostly use it for blowing ballast. And there's a tiny air group spotted, so back down to periscope depth, come up to decks awash. Alright, let's lay in our course. So as soon as we enter the area, we start searching. And we can transmit our aircraft contact. Our delightful correspondent is asking help again. So he wants to know why there's two periscopes. I don't know which one he's talking about, but I'll assume he's talking about the, it says in the control room, so it's not the attack periscope, so that's the navigation periscope. Yeah, because we've only got the navigation periscope in the control room, I believe. Whereas the attack periscope is in the conning tower. Alright, so we've entered the search area. going to slow us down to half speed. Not too worried about fuel consumption here, but I do want to get us the best observation that we possibly can. So I'll move the crew over onto Captain. So let HQ know that we've reached the destination and we've completed our patrol. Watching we didn't spot a single thing. Oh, that's a pity, but fair enough. And complete our little pattern and then we can head home. Okay, we've got a transmission from BDU, sorry. So we've got a convoy with a specific ship that we need to sink. Alright, so I'm going to try and get ahead of them here. Now they are travelling quite fast. They've just changed direction. Alright, so we know they're in a radius of 13 kilometers from that location. And that's not a very wide radius, we know they're somewhere there. Alright, we don't we're going very fast now at all. Going down to decks awash. Alright, let's cut the music. Alright, so actually we're going to go all stop, activate the hydrophones. We're just surfacing for a little bit to get a little bit closer. Give the crew a bit of a break before we go into this. Okay, 5 AM, it's almost within range. Oh, they're quite a lot closer than we thought. Okay, going to red lighting. Okay, so in the lead here is a warship, and then in the back is an unmanned ship, so this must be one of the destroyer escorts. It is still night. Got another warship there, so it looks like we're going to be right in the middle of this. Don't want to get too close to that lead warship. Ideally just want to slip through them, find our target, and sink it. Yeah, these are the ones that we're after. We may as well calculate the target on this guy, just in case we need to fire on him, but I'm more interested in Convoy. Ah, there we go, that's the Andalusia. That's the one we want to hit. Now we know it's a Swedish vessel. Send a navigator to the observation room. Just to get a second pair of eyes. And the attack periscope, that's the Andalusia, so let's see what we can get here. Let's raise the periscope so we can get a good view. And let's see if we can identify this. Could be an Empire Bell front stack. Yep, and those two. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is an Empire Bell class. Okay, velocity. Let's see a lot of fleet right here. Stop. Course, angle on bow. We're on the left, just shy of 90 degrees. And the distance here, approximate distance set. I don't know why it's forgotten the rest of it. It's really annoying. Empire Bell. Course. We are now exactly there. Set.
Rohr 1, bewässern! Rohr 2,
make sure we get this
bewässern!
one. Choose 1 and 2 flood.
Rohr 1, bewässert! Rohr 2, fertig! Los!
G1 out. G2 out. Okay, lock new target. So that's a single stack. That is an Empire Explorer. Velocity. Okay, torpedoes are halfway there on the first target.
Treffer!
Oh, we've hit.
Treffer!
2 hits. Sounds like that one's going down. Stop. Set. Course. Just off it. 12. Distance. Set.
Rohr 3, bewässern! Rohr 4.
Load 2
Bewässern.
torpedoes.
Fertig. Los!
Fire. Andalusia is sending out signals. See if we can get a torpedo off on our window here. Andalusia. Andalusia's not actually sunk yet. Oh no, she is going down. She just launched lifeboats. Is the Andalusia going down there? This is a full tanker I've launched at. Okay, so those torpedoes missed. Unless we got the class wrong. Oh, I was actually targeting that ship all the way back there. That's right. Didn't actually have sight of that Olander ship right there, right next to us. It's on the other side of the Ostlander.
Los!
Fire Troop 5. Oh, bloody hell. That blew the front of that boat off. It is going down. That is not having a good day. That destroyer seems to have no idea where we are, which is exactly what we want. It's SS Nondering. I think that one is Empire Tower. Set. And CS is about that. And distance. Right, put a shadow right on the top of the tallest peak.
Rohr 1 bewässern. Rohr 2 bewässern.
Not 100% sure, so I'm just going to give it a little bit wider dispersion. Yeah, it's 100 meters, let's go 61 and
Los!
fire those two. He evaded that, fortunately. Yeah, taking rather severe evasive maneuvers. Right, flood the torpedo and launch on the Orlander. This one's going to be close, it's not the best angle.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Might hit.
Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloy.
Oh, just off the bow. Good targeting solution on this one.
Torpedoversager.
Oh no, that torpedo actually hit, but it was a dud. Ah, that's painful. It hit the escort. Oh, it's not an escort, it's just a main ship, it's just a small ship. This torpedo's looking very good though. Straight under the smokestack. That's gonna make him not very happy. Andalusia, it's still afloat, we may have to hang around the area, wait for the escorts to go and sink her with a gun. Whereas that one has gone straight down. Okay, identify. It's not Empire Bell, it's not Empire Tower. So that course is, yeah, a little beyond half. Set that. And distance. Set.
Rohr 2 bewässern. Los!
Okay, torpedo out. We are completely out of torpedoes. Okay, so we're just going to go down.
Sekunden. 20 Meter.
And another very nice hit there. Fires on board. It's got alarm. Fires seem to be spreading. Slow down to half speed. Yeah, actually slow down completely as well. It looks like that boat is actually sinking. Just going to go slowly, just leave the area, make sure the escorts go away. So one of the escorts is coming in flank speed, I want to get out of it. Okay, the escorts are heading off. Let's go up to periscope depth. I'm going to go back to normal lighting. There's a break. Alright, convoy's heading off that way, so I want to follow them necessarily. Yeah, the Andalus is not sunk, they abandoned ship, but they're still in the area. So I'm going to get close to these lifeboats, pick them up, so it's surface on them, and I'll just shell the Andalusa. Don't have any more torpedoes. Alright, let's come up. See that what's left of the Andalusa there. Yeah, the ships all seem to be well out of sight. You can see the dark smoke on the horizon. Is that convoy going out? That's it. Captain and the officer on board. We'll leave the rest for the Royal Navy to fetch. Let's get the diesel compressor turned on. May as well start sending that. So we sunk 3 ships, and we know where the convoy is, so let any other ships in the area know. Meanwhile,
Feuer an Deck.
I think we hit it. We did. Now got some more fires going there. Let's just load a HE shell. Don't think it's really going to need one, but just give it another big fire. Rough seas are making this a little bit hard. The escorts have heard us. I think she is finally going down. Yeah, there we go. And the Lisa has finally sunk.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
So we did a last little bit of encouragement for us to go. The radio officer is trying to see what the message was. I'm assuming it is just the escorts hearing or seeing the sounds of us firing. Yeah, let's grab captain and the officer. Yeah, they're just sending encrypted messages. Let's finish sending that transmission. Alright, let's grab last 2. Okay, so that's as much as we can fit on board. We're out of everything. So, we are all set. We're just going to go ahead. Yeah, we'll go half speed. Got plenty of fuel. We're just going to go north for a bit and then cut across just to get away from the convoy. Okay, and playing music for the crew on the way back. Just cheer them up. And as we're approaching port, there we can see one of our sister ships heading out on their patrol. There we go, we are back at port, arriving on this lovely beautiful morning. There we go. Nice successful patrol. And there we go, we are back on port, at port. So we've got a few different bits and pieces to deal with. Let's start with the recruitment officer. See what we can get for these survivors. Yep, so 300 budget and 15% reputation for each captain or officer. So let's get them. Alright, Alfred Watcher got U-boat, U-boat war badge. Cross Hagney, and Cross Hagney's also got Ancross First Cross. Working his way to the German Crossing Gold. Herman Oldlorp It's got his U-boat war badge. And Hans-Jürgen Ostermann has got his U-boat war badge. Oh, and Captain is really close to his German Cross in gold, thanks to all of those sinkings. And he's got his U-boat war badge. He's got the RV Berlica, Nordiger, Proteus, and Andalusia. Sunk 20,000 tons for a 20-day tour. Travelled almost 10 kilometers. Yeah, and the Nordinger was Empire Explorer class, and the Andalusia was also Empire Explorer class, two really big ships there that we sunk. The war correspondent did complete his little thing, so he seems happy with that. And we've got some reputation points, let's see what we can get. Okay, so not too much yet here, but we've got Specialised Crew 1, so I'll pick that up, get another officer. Also allows us to get Specialised Crew 2. I've still got one other point. I don't really see the point of free roam just now. I don't want to wander out of port for no apparent reason. So let's get this one. Allow us to run 2 headquarters missions at the same time. So I've got room for other officers, but I don't actually have slots for other officers. Let's top up our supplies. We're out of most of our food, so let's stock up. Nice vegetables, preserved pork, and let's get some potatoes. Nicely loaded up food. Top up our AP ammo. And we've got the funds, we may as well top up on our flak ammo while we're at it. We do definitely need fuel. We have more than enough to pick up a diving suit, which means we can dive a wreck, which is required for one of the missions. I don't know exactly what the carbiner does, but let's have one on board. Helmet. Spent a lot of our money. That's fine. I've realised what I did wrong before, is that's putting the ammo into our storage bays, but then they move them from the storage bays into the torpedoes, so I need to resupply after that as well. Yeah, so here they go, loading actual rounds. Yeah, we've got some officers here. Got a couple of leader type officers. George Conrad. I'm gonna hire George Conrad. I'll also take Siegfried Koenig. I'm not going to take both of them on board the ship. Instead, I'm going to tell those two to go ahead and do some missions for us. We've got all of these various missions that we can do. We need to assign officers to them. Equipment production gets a few extra things in port, sounds useful. Take 12 days. The other guy is going to go and research improved toilets. So I can't do the toilets, we need an engineer. I'm not parting with my engineer for a mission. I've only got officers spare, so I'll send this chappie, Siegfried Koenig, to go do some aerial reconnaissance around southern England. Get ideas of some of the defences they've got there. Both of those should be done by the time we get back from that patrol. They don't take too long, those missions, so we should probably be able to actually send some other guys off from time to time in order to fill those out. So to give us something to do while our ship's being loaded up for the next patrol. Now, Klaus Hagnew has leveled up. So we previously gave him the supporter role, and since Hagnew has been our chief navigator, I'm going to give him the navigator role. So that lets him get even better at the navigating, so 50% extra bonus. And you can also apparently interrogate boarded freighters to make sure they're not lying to us. So I've not tried boarding any freighters yet, but it sounds like a fun thing to do. So I'll get that. Okay, that's good to know. So I can promote any of the sort of random crew that I have into either an engineer, leader, or radioman. Just costs 1 reputation point. So that's quite useful. We'll look to doing that as we go forward. So Alfred Watcher, our engineer, has also leveled up. Watcher's mostly been in charge of our torpedoes, so I'm going to give him the torpedo upgrade so he's even better at maintaining them, so hopefully no more duds like that annoying one that we got when we actually hit a ship that we weren't even aiming for, but it didn't go off. And the captain is also leveled up. And so I'm going to give him the management option so he can get an additional sailor to help him out. Might be really useful when he's doing his observation, get an even broader range there. Otherwise, I think that has been a very successful trip, and this is a good place to leave that for today. So that attack on the convoy went a lot better than last week's. Mostly we got inside the convoy before we actually started firing, and so the escorts had no idea where we were. They never located us at all. And, well, I enjoyed this one again. If you did, do consider leaving a like or subscribing. Let me know if you want me to continue this. I'm more than happy to, and more than happy to make this into a series. I think if we end up going that way, if I do one more episode, I'll start naming these. And again, probably after people in Discord chat. If you want any of the characters named after you and you don't want to be in Discord, that's fine. Just post down below a comment saying what name you would like and which of the officers' roles you would like to take over. But for now, I think that's all. So I hope you all have fun, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.